depends on different games. Like now here, Call of Duty is more of a multiplayer where other people's actions work, but some other games like say Angry Birds or Subway Surfers or anything like
Correct.
which are popular as well. There, whatever you're doing, the
Mm.
score you earn, the choices you have, everything is very calculated to the last point, and that's how everything is structured. Not the expert on it, but because that is where like all the physics and everything, very heavy duty math is actually used for that. And all
Mm.
of that is part of your programming code and everything. Like when you're, like you gave the example, when you're running, how how fast you go, how slow you go, whether you fall after X amount of distance or whatever, like that's always the case.
Mm.
And when it's for, when I'm looking at it like more slightly higher level math, if I talk about, it's
Mm.
more of the probabilities. So for example, uh, very easy example would be if you're playing something like snakes and ladders, like everyone would have played, I hope so. But
Yeah.
when you roll a dice, like there is a very basic probability that takes place at the
Correct.
behind, where it's always uh, like 1 out of 6 times is whatever your role will happen. And those are the slightly more higher level things
Mm-hmm.
in terms of school mathematics, I would say, which are used more while designing as well. Every candy that you see falling, there is a lot of chances that are run behind. There are dice rolls and what we call, it's more of a, in a programming term, it's called a random number generator, which is something like every time you want to see what's the outcome, you roll that dice like a virtual dice, and that's when, okay, this should be the outcome. And
Correct.
based on all those numbers, you can build on top of that wherever. If you play Candy Crush, you would know that at a point where the game becomes very difficult, that you know that you need just one more move and you're out of moves, and
Correct.
all of that is very structurally like provided at the back end, like, so as to say, there is a lot of calculations which go around to make sure that you will find a good amount of challenge, or maybe you would, if you're struggling a lot, it will make you slightly easier game and all that. So there is a lot more detailed math which goes behind just one level of Candy Crush, I would say.